Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is Jordan. This is 5 reasons why Manchester City should not sign Erling Haaland. We're going to get into the some of these reasons just in a second. Before we get into it, guys, let's set a like tag. Let's go for 1,000 likes. So smash a thumbs up on the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You want to support the channel even more. Get your name on the screen. Get extra perks, extra videos, extra live streams. Get yourself in the extra club. Link is in the description. A private Discord server as well where everyone chills. Yeah, link in the description. Top class, if I do say so myself.
It is.
Right, so obviously it looks like Haaland's probably going to be our main transfer target, and you know, everyone has some hesitations or whatever, but the general consensus is that we should go for him. However, there is still a lot of reasons people give us as to why we shouldn't sign him. Now, we're going to go through the top 5 reasons that people leave comments on our videos, tell us in live stream, say, LB, Jordan, we shouldn't be going for this guy because of this reason. We're going to go through the 5 and discuss them, and at the end, we'll probably tell you that we still think we should sign Erling Haaland. Right, so the first one, obviously, going to become as no surprise, is going to be the cost of Erling Haaland. Now, he's 20 years old, I think, and the fees that are being rumoured are absolutely crazy. I think
180 million euro.
180 million euros is the last sort of transfer rumour. I think, you know, transfer market's got it up here at 100 million. So it is a lot of money to spend on a guy who is only 20 years old. Yeah, well, what are your thoughts on this, bro? It is a lot of cash, isn't it?
It's a lot of money, but I just think the way that the market's moved, I think it just has to be done. I think with due a statement signing, with Aguero coming to end of his City career, we need to go big. There's no. I don't want to go in and invest in like someone who's young. We have that in Gabby Jesus, a young striker. We need to go big. End of the day, when Aguero leaves, which inevitably is going to be soon, he's going to leave a massive goal deficit, which we're already seeing. We're already being hit by that now. So this goal deficit that we're getting taken, so then now we need to restock that. And who gives you that? Erling Haaland bags goals.
But it is a lot of money, bro.
It's a lot of money, bro. But think about the chances that we create so many chances. And I think we're like 13th or something on the list of actually putting away them chances in the Premier League at the big chance creation thing. And imagine we had someone who can actually finish them chances. And yes, I understand it is a risk and stuff getting in the hand. It's not guaranteed to bag it. But for me, he's the one, and you have to pay the price for the big dog players. Look at Neymar and Mbappe. They went for big cash to PSG. And that's just the way the market is nowadays. It's inflated to the stakes where now it is around 100 and 150 million. But what I would say, 180 million is a lot of money, and I don't know where you draw the line of that's
the thing, bro.
Too much.
This is what people are saying to us in the comments, saying, look, where do you draw the line, lads? Like, you're willing to spend 80 million, 90 million, 100. Well, what about if they say 110? Are you going to say nah? What about if they say 120? Are you going to say nah? Like, at what point do you draw the line? It's a very, very tricky one. It's a valid argument, you know what I mean? It is a lot of money for a guy who's 20 years old, but, you know, I think, I don't know, it's a tricky one. But that's the first reason that people give us. The second reason, and this is hard to sort of, you know, argue against, is the fact that you are getting someone here who's never played in the Premier League. You know what I mean? He's never played English football. Again, combine that with the fact that you are going to spend probably at least 100 million quid on him. It is a massive gamble. He's never played in the Premier League, bro. You know what I mean? He's got to come in. He's got to learn Pep tactics and learn the Premier League game, something that's completely different to anything that he's ever played in, bro.
Yeah, I think that's where it is a risk. If someone tells you that signing Erling Haaland isn't a risk because he's a baller, it is a lie. It is a risk. It can happen to anyone. He can go to the league and it can not work out well for him. You know what I mean?
I think the main thing is, bro,
do that before.
Yeah, I think the main thing with this argument is people are looking at Kane and saying, if you're going to spend that much money on someone, on a striker, why not just go and get Harry Kane, who's proven to do it in the Premier League? Like, why take that additional risk? You're already spending big cash. Why not just go and get Harry Kane, who's proven, and will get you goals?
No, I said that is a valid argument, and a lot of people do say that they'd rather go for Kane. However, Haaland's a lot younger, and I think he will become one of the best strikers in world football. But like I say, I can't say that factually because we don't know, and that's where the risk comes. And we don't know if you can translate what he's done in Austrian league, in the German league into here. We know that he can do it in the Champions League. We know for a fact he can do it in the Champions League. He's been bagging, but can he do it in the Premier League? That's the big question. But I back him. He's got the physical side of him, and I think he can come in and do bits.
Yeah, we'll talk about leagues. another argument, right? Another argument that people give us all the time is, LB, Johnny Potter, he's done it in crappy leagues. You know what I mean? Look where he's playing now in Germany. Like, Germany is a good league, obviously, but Dortmund and Bayern, they're pretty much, tan everyone below them. Obviously, Dortmund aren't having the best season this year. But, I mean, the thing is, there's a little bit of arrogance here to say, well, if you've not done it in the Prem, then you can't do it in the Prem. You need to prove that you've done it in the Prem. You know what? People say this about Messi all the time. Oh, Messi's not the GOAT. Ronaldo is because Ronaldo's done it in the Prem. It's a load of nonsense, in my opinion. At the end of the day, you can only play the teams that are in your league and play the players that are playing against you. You know what I mean? So, do you think this one holds any weight, bro? The fact that he's doing it in supposedly lesser leagues?
No, I don't think it holds weight. End of the day, you still all look at Neymar and say Neymar and Mbappe and say they're the best players in the world and they play in the French league. So you can't really look at Haaland and say it's any different. Haaland is still smashing it, and like you say, you can only play what's in front of him. He's never had the chance to come to Premier League until now. So I think he can come and he can do it. I don't think this whole dead league thing is a thing, and you can see that he is smashing it against big teams in the Champions League. So the big teams that are from different leagues, he is doing it against them. So
it's I get it though.
I understand. It's all about the risk.
Yeah, it's risky. I mean, let me just quickly go through his goals, right? So in 17-18, he played 26 matches, scored 12, assisted 4, so a decent return. Obviously, at that age, that's like 4 years ago, so he's probably like 16, you know what I mean? So that is a decent... And then he 18-19, 10 games, 5 goals, 6 assists. So that seems like it was his sort of, he struggles to get in the team. But then the year after, right, listen to this, Bray. The year after, 40 games, 44 goals, 10 assists. I think that was the one where he played for Salzburg and then moved, because I think he moved in January. And then this year so far, 31 games, 33 goals, 8 assists. And then, you know what I mean? So he's scoring goals, and you might say, oh, well, he did it in Austria, he did it for Mold, and then he went to Austria, and then he's doing it for Dortmund. Not the best leagues, but guys, he can only play, in the team that he's playing in. There's nothing you can do about that. Right, the next reason, the fourth reason, and again, this is valid. Some say it's valid, some say it's not. He's too young. He's too young, bro. You know what I mean? He's too young. He's 20 years old. He's coming into a team that needs goals. We need to win Champions Leagues. We need to win Premier Leagues. You know what I mean? We ain't got the time. We ain't got the time for him to come in and develop. We need goals now. We've lost Sergio Aguero, who gets us goals now. We need someone who can step in and get us goals like Harry Kane. That's again the usual comparison. He is 20. Now you often hear, bro, if he's got the talent, if he's good enough, he plays. But again, is there anything to this that he's too young?
I pose something to bro. Take age out of the equation and look at world football right now and name someone who's getting the same goal returns as Erling Haaland.
That is true, Bray. That is true. But could you not... Again, this is what people say to us. People will say, well, if he has a bit of a slow start, he's never dealt with this situation before where he's had a slow start, you know what I mean? And then he's under pressure, City fans, you know what I mean? The pressure of the club will then weigh down on him, something that he's never had to deal with before. He's not got the experience.
The weight on his shoulder kind of situation.
He's spending 100 million quid on some guy who's 20, you know what I mean?
The price tag situation, yeah. And that's a big factor in it. But I think this is a dead thing, the whole too young thing. I get you could go get Harry Kane's a bit more experience than that. You could go do that, but you're looking at signing someone who you've got for quite a long time, and then as well, this kind of feeds into the fact that City are apparently looking for 2 strikers, and that's been the plan, to go and get 2 strikers, and that kind of feeds into the fact that maybe they don't trust Gabby in that striker spot. And if we go sign, that's why we link with Danny Ings. This is the exact reason we link Danny Ings. We can go sign Erling Haaland, and he does not hit the ground running. Then you've got Danny Ings there as your backup, who is a proven Premier League striker who can still get the goals. He's got the experience to be there. So it's a bit of...
You think the City fans will be happy with that, bro?
Yeah. City fan here, right?
Are you happy with that,
and
guys?
You don't like Haaland and Ings as your 2 strikers next season, then I'd be shocked, because it guarantees you goals, and you've got Erling Haaland and he'll have less pressure on his shoulders.
Okay, I don't think many people would have expected that 18 months ago. We could be relying on Danny Ings if Haaland doesn't hit the ground running. But guys, let us know in the comment section below what you think about that one. The last one, and this is something that has only crept up that there's sort of like a week or something. I seen someone put it on. I don't think this was on a video. I think someone put this actually on Twitter, right? And it's the fact that Erling Haaland seems to have a little bit of a personality about him, which I like personally. You know, I like players not just being proper boring. You know what I mean? So he's got a bit of a personality. he seems to come across sometimes as a little bit arrogant, you know what I mean? Which isn't a bad thing all the time. Could there be some potential clash with Pep Guardiola? We've seen it before with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A lot of people compare Haaland's personality with Zlatan's personality, and that didn't end up too good, you know what I mean? So could there be a potential, bro, where you're spending all this money, and then within a couple of weeks, couple of months, when it's not going Haaland's way or something, you know, we've seen what happened to Leroy Sané. Could you get something like that with Haaland, someone you're spending top dollar on, bro? And I tell you what, if he comes in and he doesn't start scoring, you won't be getting £100 million when you sell him.
No, that's
another risk.
It's something I can't say yes or no. I don't think anyone really can say yes or no. It's a matter of if it happens. I think it's a matter of the club looking at the situation. They'll be assessing his, obviously that'll be a massive factor that they assess in that in signing him.
Yeah.
And I think it's all down to the talks that they have with him. Do you know what I mean? The club obviously got to sit down and speak to him. Pep will probably have words with him. You know what I mean? So I think there has to be some form of communication there to make sure that these two can work together.
Yeah.
Obviously, in every workplace in life, you always get people that you can't work with. Do you know what I mean? That you don't get on with. So
yeah, I have a beef with a cleaner at work, actually. I mean,
is it?
Yeah. Not cleaning the desk properly, is it?
Oh, is it? Yeah. Man's got the dusty desk.
Yeah. So we'll have to.
You got that grimy keyboard.
To be fair though, bro, I mean, they're the five reasons that people normally give to us.
They're the top ones.
The cost. He's not got Premier League experience. He's not playing in the Premier League / you know what I mean? He's playing in a dead league. You know, he's only played in the Bundesliga for what, a year and a half. Before that, he played in the Austrian league and then he played for Mold. He's too young. He's only 20 years old. We need goals now. Is it fair on him to be spending £100 million on a guy and demanding goals? And finally, could there potentially be some sort of personality clash here with Pep Guardiola, someone who's spending a lot of money on? Do you really want to get someone where there could be a potential issue further down the line? They're all fair, but me personally, having considered all that, I do get it. I don't think it is a risk-free transfer, and this is something that I've said all along. I do not think that we'll get him in and there'll be no issues. He'll just start scoring goals. I do think that we'll get some, you know, some troughs in there. You know what I mean? And
teething issues.
Yeah, some teething issues. It's not without risks. You know what I mean? We've seen some of the best strikers in the world transfer to the Premier League team. Look at Shevchenko, Torres when he went to Chelsea. You know, we've seen it so many times. Doesn't always work. Do you remember Joe? When we signed Joe, bro?
Yeah. 19
he was meant
million.
to be the next big thing. Flop a man down. You know what I mean? So look, it is a risk. I get that, but I think we're both in agreement that it's a risk. There's sometimes in life, guys, you just have to take a risk in it. And I think this is one. It's an expensive risk, but we've got to do it.
This is definitely one where you just got to do it. You got to tick that box and say, you know what, it's a risk. Yeah, sign the papers, get it done, get this transfer sealed. And like the start of the video, bro, you pretty much told him the ending, innit? Like right at the start, you said, it's gonna come out with me and you saying, yeah, we still want him, because yes, we still want him.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Is there any other risks that you think that we've not covered? Anything else that could potentially make this deal a non-starter? Let us know in the comment section below. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want your name on the screen, help support the channel even more. Become an extra club member. Links are in the description. And we'll see you in the next one.